Welcome to a TV20 news break. I'm Dan Monroe. Frontier Airlines just made a big announcement that could save you money on your next flight. Frontier is creating a base right here at Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. But what is the difference between a base and a hub? Frontier Airlines CEO Barry Biffle explains.
So it's not necessarily a hub. What we mean by base is we will base aircraft here. So we're going to have 7 or 8 airplanes that actually spend the night here, and they live here. They get their maintenance here. The mechanics work on them. The parts are here, and so the flight attendants will be here, the pilots and so forth. So this means that you have morning flights out of Cleveland. You have flights that come in the evening, which will make it actually much more convenient for the people living in Cleveland.
Cleveland's Director of Port Control, Bryant Francis, says the Frontier announcement also brings more jobs to the airport.
So Frontier has stated that they will have approximately 410 jobs that are coming to Cleveland between the pilots, flight attendants, and the maintenance technicians. And then also there is a staff that provides the service at the ticket counter and at the gate, as well as on the ramp to service the aircraft in between flights. That's about another 80 to 90. So we're talking about a total of approximately 500 jobs.
With Frontier Airlines having a base here in Cleveland, how will this affect your ticket fares with Frontier?
It enables us to have much more simpler operations, much more reliable operations, so that lowers our costs, and that enables us to pass on the savings to consumers. So there's no way that anyone can offer the value in travel, dollar for dollar, that we can offer in Cleveland.
The base is scheduled to open in March of 2024. For more information on Frontier Airlines or for details about a career with Frontier, visit their website at flyfrontier.com. A press conference was recently held outside Cleveland City Hall to celebrate the contributions of the greater Cleveland Indian community. TV20's Alex Pecterna was there with the story.
We're here for our first ever 2023 Diwali Thanksgiving meal giveaway. And today I want to welcome everyone because this is what Cleveland is all about. You guys get to see it's about the people and the collaboration between people. And magic happens when everybody comes together and work together for a common good.
Sponsored entirely by Cleveland residents, Project Seva and FICA have contributed food and other necessary goods to shelters around Cleveland for years.
Products that you provide for us really support those activities of daily living on a daily basis. So we've got 68 residents or so. We're 100% capacity. And part of that stability is that the residents, the 68 of them, can come receive the items that have been donated to Project Seva.
During 2020 and COVID, when we had to augment the way that we were able to have volunteer groups and provide our services, not only did Project Seva stand up to ask how they could help, they doubly supported us by not only sponsoring a meal for those families in our shelter every Friday, but also ordering it from Ohio City Pizzeria, which is a social enterprise owned and operated by the Westside Catholic Center to provide employment.
Not all immigrants and refugees feel welcome when they come to a new community. And unfortunately, they face quite the opposite. And as an organization that embodies what it means to be welcoming and an organization that can create a sense of community, FICA and Project Seva are the light amidst that darkness. We're really privileged to consider them partners today and to be here to speak on their behalf and in their support. Thank you for all that you offer refugees and newcomers to our community.
A proclamation was also awarded at the press conference, celebrating all the work the organizations have put towards the greater Cleveland community. After the event, all the volunteers went off to bring food and blankets to shelters around the city. For TV20, this is Alex Pecterna.
Thanks, Alex. You can find the full press conference on our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page. University Hospitals held an event in Cleveland Brown Stadium designed to introduce today's youth to the many careers available in the healthcare field. Here's TV20 reporter Errol Porter with more.
I'm Errol Porter with TV20, and we are at the Cleveland Brown Stadium. And one question, who's going to be taking care of us when we get older? That's right, we're here at the Future Shades of Medicine right here. University Hospital is having a great event where they're introducing our future doctors and nurses to the medical field.
There were hands-on activities the kids could partake in during the summit.
including playing a life-size version of the classic game Operation, learning how to use a scalpel to make a proper incision, and even performing an amputation on a real skeleton. One of the vendors at the event was Iris Morales from the Northeast Ohio Medical University. Iris says she works to ensure all the students enrolled in the university are set on a clear path of success.
I think our goal at Northeast Ohio Medical University is to ensure that our students are successful. When we enroll students, we want to see them be successful. We want to see them graduate, go out into the community, and make a positive impact. At Northeast Ohio Medical University, we do work closely with undergraduate institutions, realizing that it's a pipeline of success. You know, we want to see students again come into the university and go out and do wonderful things.
Okay, people, we had a great time here at Cleveland Brown Stadium at the University Hospital's Shades of Future Medicine. And behind me, a whole lot of future doctors and nurses that are going to be taking care of you. I'm Errol Porter reporting for TV20, and we are Cleveland.
The award-winning urban TV pilot Longwood, written by our very own arts and culture reporter Cornell Calhoun III, has been selected at 110 film festivals all over the world, including China, Japan, Australia, Austria, England, and Sweden, just to name a few. The film centers around the murder of a high school exchange student from South Sudan. Her death sets off a series of chain events for members of the powerful Longwood drug cartel. Cal recently sat down with WKYC's Bibb on his show We the People to talk about his script.
The film Longwood, let's talk about that. It details life in the Longwood public housing estates in Cleveland. Here to tell us more about the film is its creator, Cornell Calhoun III. Cal, as we call him. Hi, Cal.
How are you, sir?
I'm okay. Tell me about this film Longwood that you want to get made.
It's a film that details project living in the old CMHA Longwood Estates, which is now Arbor Park, but we still call it Longwood. Yeah. And it details the murder of a young exchange college student and how her death affects the powerful Longwood family.
Right there at East 40th and the Woodland area, that's where Longwood was, and now it's called Arbor Park. This script that you've got is receiving awards right and left. You put something into this.
Yeah, I put a lot of hard work. You know, Cleveland's a hard town. You know, Cleveland's a tough town. We can take a punch and we can give a punch. And you know, I was in and out of the Longwood Estates when I was growing up, and I saw a lot of things I never want to see again. But a lot of it, living in Cleveland, affected how I created the script.
Did this influence you as a filmmaker and as a director and host over at Channel 20? That's the city of Cleveland's cable television outfit. You're working over there a long time. Did this influence you into that?
No, not really. The TV channel, what it has given me, and our general manager, Kathy Allen, has been so supportive. They've allowed me to, you know, expand on my filmmaking, you know, aspirations and so forth like that. But primarily Longwood came from my life, growing up in Cleveland.
Yeah. What's next for Longwood? What's next for the script? And I know you're trying to get that put on film.
Well, I'm constantly, obviously, editing. You know, I want to make it as tight and as good as it can be. But primarily, I'm going to continue to send it out to, you know, film festivals. We've reached out to some big names: Steve Harvey, Spike Lee, as well as Tyler Perry. You know, I have a agent, Dr. Yvonne Simmons of Miami, who's really pushing the marketing aspect of the film.
What is it that you like about filmmaking, script writing, all of that, calling back to your growing up in the Longwood area?
I just love telling stories, you know, and I'm a person who primarily writes in the past. I just have a love affair of the past. Not that I'm not happy in the future, but I just love the past. I love the way things used to be, you know. riding the bike down Central Avenue, Cedar Avenue, in Central Playground, basketball, Cleveland East Tech High School. You know, we were a powerhouse.
Yeah.
And those are the memories that I have, and so I write about those things.
In our final 60 seconds, you call upon those memories and get it on paper. That's what you do, Cornell Calhoun III, correct?
That's correct.
Yeah. How's it going? I mean, is it a slow process?
It's a aspirating process. I won't say it's slow. I mean, I have faith that someone's going to produce this show and it's going to be big, and then you're going to turn on Netflix and you're going to see it and you're going to say, hey, I remember that guy. I had him on my TV show.
Let's make that happen. Cornell Calhoun III, creator of Longwood, East 40th Street and Woodland Avenue, now called Arbor
Park.
But I remember the Longwood Plaza. But a lot of stories come out of that neck of the woods, right?
Tough stories.
Yes, tough
hard
stories. But good stories.
Very good stories.
Told by a good writer like you.
Hey, I'm honored.
I'm honored to have you on the broadcast. For more information on the film, simply call 216-925-9258. We've been chatting with Cornell Calhoun III, creator of Longwood.
The City Hall Rotunda was home to its very first Tihar, or the Nepali Festival of Lights. A special proclamation was presented on behalf of Cleveland Mayor Justin Bibb. Here's TV20's Alex McTurna with the story.
On behalf of the citizens of the City of Cleveland, I am honored to offer this proclamation in recognition of the Tihar Festival of Lights being held in Cleveland, Ohio. Tihar, also known as Festival of Lights, is a 5-day celebration held in Nepal, either in late October and early November, based upon the 13th day of the waning moon using the Vikram Samyat calendar. I, Justin M. Bibb, the 58th Mayor of the City of Cleveland, do hereby offer this proclamation in recognition of the Tihar Festival of Lights. Okay.
Tihar is a 5-day festival of Diwali celebration in November by the people of Nepal and Bhutan. Attendees of the Festival of Lights were greeted with delicious Himalayan food and several cultural performances by Northeast Ohio dance groups. The event wrapped with an encore performance of traditional music.
We are here to welcome our Nepali and Bhutanese communities. They are one of our most recent Asian communities to be part of our Cleveland landscape. And what's important is we're actually celebrating Tihar, their Festival of Lights, which is one of the 2 most significant holidays from their country.
For TV20, this is Alex Picturna.
Thanks, Alex. And you can find the full Festival of Lights ceremony airing here on TV20 or on our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page. The City Hall Rotunda was home to the 2023 Breast Cancer Luncheon, sponsored by the Department of Human Resources Wellness Works program. Mayor Justin Bibb was in attendance, reminding the crowd it takes a group effort to ensure every woman gets the support they need while battling breast cancer. For more, here's TV20's Alex McTurna.
And it is so important that we acknowledge how critical it is that we prioritize the health and well-being of our women, but we also raise awareness on the impact that breast cancer has, not just across Cleveland, but across the nation. So I want to just thank everybody for their commitment to this initiative, your commitment to spreading the awareness of this critical issue, and also want to just acknowledge, now I love our men at City Hall, but I want to just take this moment as your mayor to recognize the amazing women who are working around the clock to serve our residents across the city of Cleveland. So thank you for your hard work. I appreciate it.
After being served lunch, Betty Sullivan, Patrina Patterson, and Carolyn Mills were invited to the stage to say a few words on their own experiences with breast cancer.
A journey of 1,000 miles begins with that first step. My journey began with the acceptance of the diagnosis that I had stage 4 breast cancer, which I detected it myself. Thank goodness I was a self-checker. What about you? After acceptance of the diagnosis, I knew it would alter my direction momentarily with some twists and some turns on my road of life. As we all had heard, don't judge a book by its cover. For all who are stricken with cancer, our covers may be titled Cancer, but the pages of our book reads differently.
We all are a risk factor, men and women, but especially women because you are women. That's the biggest risk factor that you have. 80% of the cancers that we find are not hereditary. So that leaves a smaller number. Only 20% of the cancers that we find are hereditary. So please do not sit back and say, well, we don't have any breast cancer in the family. I don't feel like having that test today. I'm not gonna have it this year. I can skip a couple of years. The history may start with you, because history has to start somewhere.
But all I can tell you is my story. And I am freshly new at this. As a matter of fact, tomorrow morning, I will have my port removed. I just completed radiation on September the 21st. I completed chemotherapy on May the 4th. This journey is something different because not only does it mess with your innards, it messes with your outward. And you have to become such a strong person to be able to deal with your physical changes, your inward health changes, and all of that. But I had such a great village. My husband, right here, thank you, Carlos, for everything that you've done for me. I had great family support. I had great City of Cleveland employee support. My coworkers, my boss, everybody was there for me and going through whatever. I still managed to come to work. I have terrible times at times, but they were so supportive. Everybody. So I'll just tell you how my story started, and I prayed over myself every day.
For TV20, this is Alex Picturna.
Thank you, Alex. And you can find the full luncheon airing here on TV20 or on our TV20 Cleveland YouTube page. Finally, TV20 would like to wish a happy belated birthday to the Westside Market, who turned 111 years old this year, and Mayor Justin Bibb joined for the celebrations.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Westside Market. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Woo!
1, 2, 3. There we go.
Local vendors were excited to celebrate the market's birthday, especially on the cusp of the Welcome Revitalization Plan, turning the market into a nonprofit while also investing millions of dollars back into the market.
I'm so excited for it because it's just bringing in more business for us, more business to the west side of Cleveland. It's really, putting money back into the community and taking care of the community, which is really important for us too. So we've been here for a little bit over a year. We're a fresh take on a vegetarian grab-and-go stand. We specialize in jams and prepackaged good foods, just something that if you guys need a healthier option, we got it for you. We thought the Westside Market would be perfect for something where there's a lot of businesses nearby, just stuff that people can come and get, like a nice side salad real fast. And we really wanted to ensure that there was getting fresh foods to food deserts, so people could afford freshly made organic food and still get it at a reasonable price.
For TV20, this is Alex Picturna.
TV20 is streaming live 24/7. Visit TV20cleveland.com to see our live feed and more. Stay connected with TV20 wherever you go by liking and following us on Facebook, Instagram, and X. And be sure to subscribe to our YouTube page to watch our numerous programs. Coming up next, learn about what's going on with the Cleveland Metropolitan Schools with this week's CMSD 360. Thanks for watching TV20 News. I'm Dan Monroe. Be sure to stay tuned for more on TV20. We are Cleveland.
Hello, I'm Darielle Snipes with the CMSD News Bureau. Welcome to CMSD 360, a look at news happening around the district for the week of November 26th. Students head back to the classroom on Monday after the Thanksgiving break, and 6 high school students have a chance to win Cleveland Browns versus New York Jets football tickets on December 28th. So how does a student win these tickets? Go to school every day this week. Educators, please encourage your scholars to attend to win for a chance at one of the hottest tickets in town. On Wednesday, the T.J. Carey Foundation, in partnership with CMSD's Integrative Health and MCOR Foundation, will kick off For the Love of the Game. Get screened from 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. This pilot program, which is being launched at the John Hay campus and Glenville High School, offers 30 preventative baseline heart screenings for student athletes. The screenings can identify undetected heart abnormalities that can lead to a sudden cardiac arrest, which is the #1 killer of student athletes. A total of 90 heart screenings will be administered at both high schools as part of the pilot program, which started this month and runs through January 2024. Bernetta Wiggins, Executive Director of Integrative Health, says the screenings will allow students to know if they are at risk for any heart issues. On Saturday, get ready, Cleveland. The moment you've been waiting for all year is finally here. It's time to celebrate the city's epic reading accomplishments at the Cleveland Reads Parade and Victory Bash. The celebrations will begin at 1 p.m. with a parade from the library to City Hall. After the big reveal, the party commences from 2 to 5 p.m. at Cleveland Public Auditorium with free books, trackless train rides, free meals by food trucks, live ice sculpture demonstrations, roller skating, bumper cars, and more. Congratulations, readers. Well, the 2023 Charities of Choice Workplace Giving campaign is underway. If you have not made a pledge, please consider donating. Let's meet CMSD's goal of 100% participation. Looking ahead, get ready for high school choice season. CMSD allows families to choose those schools their students attend. New this year, there will be parent education sessions at both of the high school choice fairs. The topics are expected to include special education, graduation requirements, and more. The fairs are scheduled from Wednesday, December 6th at East Professional Center and Tuesday, December 12th at Max Hayes High School. Both fairs will be from 5 to 7 p.m. This is a perfect time for caregivers to explore the more than 30 unique high schools that constitute CMSD. Families can start submitting their choices for high schools at choosecmsd.org on Monday, December 4th. Well, this week's shout out goes to Project ACT, CMSD's Homeless Children and Youth program. The CMSD Support Service helps students and families who are homeless or living in transitional housing find permanent homes and other services. This month, during Hunger and Homeless Awareness Week, Project ACT and the Cavs held the 14th annual Thanksgiving dinner at Rockage Mortgage Fieldhouse. Project ACT families had a delicious meal served by Cavs players. Then on Thanksgiving, an anonymous Cavs player donated 100 turkeys so families could enjoy a home-cooked meal on Thanksgiving. And this is what the holiday is all about, giving to others. Project ACT currently serves 1,485 students in pre-K through 12th grade experiencing homelessness in the district. Thanks for all you do. Now we want to hear from you. Who do you think should receive a CMSD shout out? Tag Cleveland Metro Schools in your social media post and use the hashtag CMSD shoutout. We'll stay connected with what's going on in the district by downloading the CMSD app or following CMSD on Instagram X, formerly known as Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube. Thanks for watching CMSD 360. Have a great and productive week.